I know. But we have to do something.
Ведьмин колодец.
When is this thing happening? Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to. He's back.
Хромает, как будто, блин, его там пиздили, я не знаю.
Motherfucker.
Да ладно, блин. У тебя рука уже выросла, чувак.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know.
Короче, блин, харе.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer.
You killed Lily.
Да заткнулись, пидоры. Вот там такой текст интересный. Это весь Фейблтаун, это и все? Очень мало народа. А где Тролиха?
The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of Faith and...
As I already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not
Georgie Porgy.
It was Georgie? Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you?
Да, объясни, чтобы все послушали. А, кстати, вот же Тролиха, ёпта, блин, не узнал. Не узнал. Я думал, она будет в образе тролля.
The motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Listen, see.
Ну, он как бы, блин, короче.
I hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho too. He was pushed into the whole thing and now he's dead.
He's what?
Dead.
Я думал, он не это скажет вообще. Блять, эта фраза, ну, совсем о другом намекала. То есть, ну, блин, ну это гонимо. Ну, как можно по этим отрывкам выбирать, когда дальше идет какой-то, блин, бред? Это как с той жабой было у меня в одном из эпизодов, когда я, блин, сказал... У меня была мысль, сейчас он скажет, на тебе бабло, но это не может вечно продолжаться. Он такой, все, вали нахер, короче, езжай на ферму, блин. Вот именно.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for. And
I was told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Got it. Давай, жги.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale.
Ну, тут сколько, блин, и сопротивления аресту, и в похищении Крейна, и в том, что ты был мудаком. Не мешай.
Of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade.
Так, спокуха, ребята, блядь.
We know you're involved.
Пусть попиздит.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead. What? We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed...
Да вы не охерели, ну, блядь, ну дайте же ему сказать, ёпта, я понимаю, что он гандонидзе, ну надо же, блин, выслушать, почему он такой. Но он там сейчас что-то начнет про Фейблтаун заливать, я так понимаю, что это все делалось ради, блядь, города, а может и нет, хер простышь.
These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get on
but
with
we
it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we
Да,
have to start
правила,
doing things
ёпта,
correctly.
правила
No
важны.
more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Все в шоке.
This is ridiculous.
Я тоже не могу понять. Это ridiculous. Нахер ты наручники с него снял? Пусть защищается в наручниках, блин. А вдруг он маг или у него, блин, 7-й дан по карате, блин.
You have the floor.
Давай, пизди.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Вот это
Georgie
гон.
was working for me, yes, but he was not acting.
Я сказал разобраться, блядь, с ними.
It was his business, and for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
Ты пиздишь.
bullshit.
for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing
Что?
to cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
Да ты гонишь, раз ты ими командуешь, ты, сука, за них и отвечаешь. Если твои пиздюки на меня напали, то ты отвечаешь. Так всегда, блин, так на всех работах происходит. Чё-то, чувак, явно не так бизнес. Я веду бизнес, но если кто-то из моих провинился, блядь, это он сам принял решение, я тут ни при чем. Не, это какой-то херовый бизнесмен.
They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything.
Да, мы
Might
тебя в
even give
колодец
up an
спустим.
innocent man, just to save someone.
Люди учли точку зрения скрюченного дядечки, и теперь можно его вкинуть в колодец. Они не хотели защищать. Чё они пишут, блин? Они хотели меня покоцать. Давай дальше.
Hope you're going somewhere with this.
Да-да,
I
пизди
see
дальше.
You want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
Да ну
You're
нахер.
not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of...
Погодите, это тот чувак, который в первой части типа мертвым был в самом первом или втором эпизоде, да? Который типа на стуле там лежал такой с пистолетом. Нифига себе.
those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you
Yeah.
did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners.
О, ты еще
I
обвини
was there to look
правительство.
out for you.
Мы поняли,
Yes,
блядь.
but
Мы зря, блядь, на тебя наехали. Пиздец.
Wasn't I?
А я тоже, если я сейчас скажу, это был Крейн, с себя стрелки переведу, да? Мы никого не бросали. Да, мы никого не бросали, ёпта.
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really?
Really?
What about Auntie Greenleaf?
Я и
Her
помог.
story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway.
Дерево мы
Nowhere
не
else to
спалили.
turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
Ты заставил делать для всех наркоту. Магию сраную. О, какой он хороший. Я же говорил, он все закрутит так, типа он все Фейблтауну помогает. Интересно, к чему они клонят? Что потом 90% всех игроков его решило пощадить?
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree?
О, блядь, да, мы хотели, точнее, она хотела.
No, why would you want that? I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about this.
Oh, we're not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me.
О, как круто, все против нас
And you
теперь.
hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town.
О нет, только не эта мелодия. За нее мне тоже прилетает.
That may not always be
От
clear
Ютуба.
right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always
Не мы впутали вас в это говно.
have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Блин, они совсем тупые или чё?
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Вот ты, пиздюки, остался один. В эту его в хрень, в колодец. Красава, блядь. Да, блядь, не там я хотел скрин сделать. Вот такой он странный чувак.
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Вот именно. Чё, о каком прошлом, блядь? Ты о том, что я траля-ля или кого-то там из этих двух близнецов коснул? Ну так я бы второго коснул, так мне не дали. Так, варианты. Ой, иди-ка ты нахуй. Что насчет твоего прошлого? Да, давай поговорим.
What about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Нифига себе, ты вообще ебанутая. Вот это она конченая, пиздец. Сказала, Бигби, блядь, поубивай там нахер всех. Сами они попросили в конце прошлого эпизода, а сейчас она говорит, Бигби, ты был неправ. Вот это сучка, бля. Что же у них в головах?
This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie killed them.
Make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes. Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
Причем тут это, блядь? Да, это тоже было интересно. Закрутил он просто пиздец. Что ж тут сказать по его... Ну, она же мне не приказывала. И он утверждает, что он не приказывал. Да, блядь, это было ради правосудия. Я совершил ошибку. Он тоже скажет, я тоже совершил ошибку. Снежка в этом не виновата. Точно, блядь, давайте убьем меня. Я хер его знает, что тут, блин, выбрать. Все варианты против меня. Промолчать, это было бы тупо, тогда бы... Признать ошибку, блядь, хуй простышь, ладно. Какая нахер мистейк? Ладно, не то я тупанул.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it internally.
Не то я, короче, выбрал.
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Брехня. Брехня.
I think we'd all just let that go.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them.
Все нахуй заткнитесь.
After we deal with you.
Listen, I know.
The laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't the
I mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Блять, словесный понос мне уже надоел.
Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Здрасте, я что, на них нападал, блять, вы задрали, блять.
Who will be the...
Bigby, Miss White.
Что случилось? Давай, твое слово последнее, давай в колодец, гондона.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
Только ленточку не снимай.
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come here.
My dear, I don't
Just shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn.
Теперь ленточку же можно снять, потому что владелица главной ленточки того откинулась. Давай.
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Нифига себе.
And now I can finally say...
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a
At least
stupid...
5 other
А чё не привели, что он сказал этой шлюхе?
girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for
Guilty!
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
А потом и волка сразу в колодец за убийство Труляля.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let
Капец, я не понимаю, блин.
you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well,
Чего вы сразу русалку не позвали?
Now for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can
Где?
never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting you're...
Ого, проголосовать. Блядь, гениально, сука. Голосуем.
What about a vote?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
Что
He
с
was
ним?
appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Так, он официальный, он тоже хочет того голосовать. Я за смерть пиздюка. Не, я даже не знаю. Не, похер, я воздержался.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Чё
Just
делать?
Do what you think is right.
Чё делать? В колодец, суку. Что делать?
yes, Sheriff.
Оторвать ему голову. Так, погоди, так, а демократия где? Оторвать ему голову. Это интересно. Сбросить его в ведьмин колодец. Это тоже интересно. Запереть его. А тут надо теперь взвесить все за и против. Он пиздюк. Это первое. Хотя тут, видите, время поджимает. Я бы должен был быстро все решить. Оторвать ему голову. Это заманчиво. За все, что мелкий гандоныш сделал, да, за ту кровавую сучку, оторвать ему голову, запереть его, ну, по-нормальному, если я сейчас поступлю как я бы его запер. То есть, ну, я, не Бигби, а я, лично вот я, Николай, я бы его запер. Оторвать голову, ну, я не фанат такого. Сбросить в ведьмин колодец, как делали во все славные времена, запереть его.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Запереть.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Какого хера? О-о-о-о-о.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Так он же, блин, не бросай. Оторвать ему голову. Оторвать ему голову.
Try to sleep.
Я, сука, добрый сегодня. Горожане это запомнят.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What he's
serious.
done, you're just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
Даже этот хер со мной согласен. Чудовище.